Hey, and welcome back, guys, to the show. You put me off there, DDK. But we're here in the semi-finals between Rafa and Apparition, and it looks like we're going to be moving over to Aerowalk, I believe.
Aerowalk. So, I mean, I think this is Apparition's best chance. If he can keep up his 60% rail, that's going to help immensely because I don't know if he will be able to find an edge over Rafa when it comes to smart decision-making or like positional plays or timing or something. But I think an edge he could find over Rafa is definitely the aim. So yeah. I think that's going to be what he's going to be trying to exploit at least. I think that's his only hope personally. What do you think of this?
No, I totally agree. I think if he can connect with those rails like we see him do so often, then I think he could be a real menace for Rafa. And it's going to be definitely... I hope he doesn't have to rely on it. That's one concern I have, that he has to rely on his railing.
We are going live into this game. Apparition versus Rafa. Map number 2. Rafa is 1-0 up, and here is Aerowalk. Let's go.
Right, so we're on Apparition off the beginning, and he's getting that LG very quickly, and the red. And a nice conflict. He managed to deal some good damage. He's taken mega health as well, so a really nice start for Apparition. Maybe he can convert this into a frag, looking for the spam shot through the window. But now it's Rafa dealing all the damage. Still no frag coming from it. Apparition very low.
He is indeed trying to defend this red position as red is coming up, but Rafa with that shot is going to take him down easily. And now, I mean, the Mega should be his as well. But whoa, the Rocket's very close, dealing quite a bit of damage. Now, even with the machine gun, Apparition trying to do anything he can right now to Rafa. But Rafa feels safe right now because he's got this Mega spawning for him, and he kept the position. Oh, so fantastic nice. Rail as his opponent drops down there. Very good stuff from Rafa, showing himself that he can hit a rail or two onto Apparition, and a quick 3-0. It's all about making these frags off the spawn. Rafa able to leave the red up. Not important to him right now because he can get the frags by keeping position as opposed to getting the red.
Yeah, I mean, he did a delta load of damage there. Found a window. He's like, I'm not going to chase. I'm going to get myself an item. And another rail there by the teleporter. Going to pick his 4th frag. And even taking the yellows as well. I mean, Apparition didn't go for it. But he's landed 1 rail. Let's see if he can string together 1 or 2 more. He's definitely capable.
Oh, that was a very, very strong rocket onto Apparition there. Apparition, though, with the rail as his response. He's going to need a lot more than a single rail, though, if he's going to deter Rafa away from this red. Rafa with 200 health comes charging up these steps. Very coy, though, because Apparition did deal a lot of damage. Switches to the rockets. 23 health remains as Rafa just barely survives that encounter with Apparition. Apparition doing a very, very good job there.
Yeah, and he's put pressure on. Rafa has got the red, but he can still do damage. There's a while until Mega Health. This is a great time now. So really, there's 1 rail. Rafa getting pretty low, trying to get past the win. He does make it, but still, 1 rail will set him to such a low amount of health that he might as well have been dead anyway.
And Apparition's kind of in the better position now as well, because even though Rafa gets that red, I mean, Apparition can damage him, he can fall back onto that Mega, he took the Mega. And he's actually going to go aggressive here, I think. Up the stairs, Rafa, he knows he's pretty low. And there, with the rocket jump, grabs that. Oh, but the switch to the rail, so good. And it's going to actually find himself another frag, or his first frag even. And up again, 1 health. We just see Apparition is in his element. When he's low, he's in his element.
Some really nice stuff by him. Let's see if he can keep the pressure on. He lands another rail on Rafa. He's going to be pretty low. He's should be fast on the Mega. Rafa is probably... Oh no, he doesn't get the red, so this is a big opportunity for Apparition. He can choose to either go get the red now and stack up and then put the pressure on, or... Oh, that's even better now. Dealing that 1 rail and through the teleporter. Why not? 2 frags a difference, and again off the spawn, and he picks it up with an impressive, stunning stuff here from Apparition.
And that's what it's about. Like, if you let Rafa away from that spawn, allow him to play defensively, pick up some, a few weapons, it's going to be so hard. But I mean, actually, that's what's happened. Rafa's picked up a few weapons off the spawn. Apparition not able to find him very quickly with the damage, and Rafa with the response, with a rail there to finish Apparition off, and another couple strung together as Apparition falls onto that Mega, but it is in vain as Rafa is there with pinpoint precision rails.
Now, I think Apparition kind of put himself a little bit too much there. He maybe should have just waited up by red. He kind of was offering quite a lot of angles to Rafa, and he wasn't able to give himself enough to get that rail before Rafa. But he's he's doing okay now. Rafa's not got much of a stack at all, so it could go back to exactly what we just saw a moment ago.
Yeah, Rafa hitting a rail there down onto Apparition. Apparition going aggressive, finding Rafa with the vertical rail is going to finish him off. And 2 frags of difference that's exactly what he needs to do. Keep doing that, Apparition, if you want to win this game. You can see that Aerial Walk is really a strength for him, for his style, for his aiming abilities. It's working out quite well, but that grenade is going to throw a wrench into things, because Apparition needs to get these items, and Rafa's actually picking up way too much right now. Apparition, though, with the hit, is going to make things a lot easier in his challenge onto this red, because he surely must get this next red.
He needs it, he really needs it. Oh, but Rafa lands that rail, very crucial. It makes it a bit dangerous going over there, but Rafa's left the situation already. And just sneaking back in another shot, and Apparition is low as hell.
Yeah, definitely, and it's 2 frags difference, and we're almost coming up to the halfway point, the 5-minute mark. And Apparition's sitting up at this red, waiting for that health to spawn, but in the meanwhile, his opponent Rafa got that mega, and Rafa's now looking really good. And Apparition, how is he going to handle this? He really needs to, I mean, if he can just hit everything, I don't know, he needs to do all the damage to get back in. He's still hitting that 60% rail. Looks like a very consistent thing for him to rely on. I mean, he needs it, he definitely needs it. And he has to keep that up, and there's Rafa attacking him on that yellow. No yellow for you, Apparition, says Rafa as he pushes him away. That yellow's still up, in fact. Oh no, it was taken by Rafa even. And we have the Mega and the Red spawning in close proximity. So now, I mean, Rafa has everything he needs. He can pressure if he wants. But a little bit too slow to pressure, actually.
Oh, he's the other way. You're looking the wrong way, Apparition. He's spamming grenades, trying to get it down towards the rockets. But in fact, Rafa was up from the top. He should be able to pick up one more there. A little bit of rocket splash just to finish him off. And are we going to see a string of frags here from Rafa, extending this lead and much more? It's definitely very possible here if Apparition can't sort of, you know, keep him away from him.
Yeah, Rafa's got to that dangerous stack for maybe, I think, the first time in this game. And 200 armor now. Again, armored like a tank is Rafa. And Apparition trying to do what he can. I mean, he hit the Mega there. He's going to make the rocket jump for it, and he does grab it. Nice. But at what cost is Rafa throws a lot of shots down onto Apparition, connecting with quite a few of them. And 5 frags of difference, so doable by Apparition. But he's got to be so careful. He has to weather the storm of Rafa with this huge stack running around. He's done something to dent it, but here comes the aggression onto that red. And Apparition, with his accuracy, is going to almost kill Rafa. 47 health remaining. But again,
not
quite close enough.
Rapha here got that red armor, getting green as well. Up here at the top level, controlling the area nicely. Apparition's going to have a very hard time. And now Mega as well. Is he just going to be crushing his hopes and dreams here? What a great rail shot there. And the second one through the window is perfect.
That sucks for, I mean, that really sucks for Apparition. He managed to get Rafa low, but Rafa connecting with everything in that period that maybe Apparition, you know, if he had that one like good engagement, that one good fight, maybe Rafa would have missed the rail, maybe he would have hit it. I mean, he would have had his chance, his way back into the game, but unfortunately for him, that's not what is going to happen, and 7 frags is now the difference. Still very doable in 3 minutes on Aerial Walk, but Apparition needs to make something happen. It's Mega spawning now, and Rafa is in such a good position to really stop Apparition. I mean, look, he's baiting it so hard. He wants Apparition to take it, but, you know, and it works out well for him, because, like, if he doesn't take it, I can take it, and then pressure him on the red. So, Rafa, really nice play there.
Yeah, no, perfect stuff, and he's got that red armor for himself as well, so back up to that massive stack, over 300 clicks from Thalvin, but a good rail. So Apparition connecting nicely. Can he throw a couple more out? Rafa's got to be very careful, and I think Rafa really knows what to avoid now from Apparition's play.
Definitely, he doesn't have to take any risks, and Apparition with the one with the risk going up the stairs into Rafa.
Wow.
Rafa's positional advantage, and actually comes out on top with that. I mean, he's so good with those, with the shaft and the rail. I mean, he really hits a lot, and right there, I mean, it could make the difference. He's got to make 6 frags back. He's got 100 armor. He's got 75 health. That's enough. He just needs one good engagement. Here's Rafa, but Rafa has fantastic rockets, and that's going to shut down Apparition's attempt at a comeback right there. And now 2 minutes remain.
Yeah, you could see Apparition's desperation to really push for the frags. I mean, maybe a little bit, you know, the urgency was there, but maybe it's just a bit too urgent. He could have held off for just a couple of moments, and now Rafa extending it more. Apparition calls GG. It looks like Rafa is going to be taking this semi-final 2-0.
It does appear that way. I'm not sure who Rafa's going to be playing next, but I mean, surely 0-4 is waiting in the dark, lurking there, just waiting for it, you know, a Rafa to stroll into the alleyway or whatever, and then we'll get to see that.
I believe we're seeing 0-4 versus either STV or I can't remember the name of the person that he's playing against, but so that's going to be the other semis.
Okay.
So he's still looking, still there.
Yeah, he's still there waiting, lying in wait for Rafa, setting up all the traps ahead of time. And that's going to be a really interesting one because, I mean, again, they're practice partners, and with practice partners, the skill element is like different because you have so many like reads into your opponent that, you know, if it was just someone that you only play at tournaments, you just can't have. You don't have the time. The game's played. You know, maybe you have enough demos watched, but still, it's not the same as playing hundreds and hundreds of duels against them.
Yeah.
That's what gets you the crazy reads that you can see in those kinds of matchups.
For sure, I'm going to check out Rafa's aim a little bit more. Hitting some okay accuracies. He fires more spam shots than Apparition. Do you think that helps the spam element, trying to just predict the shots? You know, does it punish you if you only go when you know you're going to hit, or do you need to sometimes just take that risk and see if you can go for it?
I don't know. I mean, it can often come down to on top of that, it can come down to how many opportunities you give yourself for a shot. And I mean, I think it's more about that as well. I mean, with spam, that's like, you could say, you're just giving yourself like huge amounts of opportunities to really try and deal that damage with the rail and so on. And I mean, that's what it's about. And I think, Rafa can be pleased with that, knocking out Apparition. We were waiting for Apparition to be stopped.
Yeah.
He was on a
It only takes a world champion to,
Yeah, it only takes the likes of Rafa to stop Apparition. Apparition did pretty well, I think. I mean,
yeah, like I was I didn't think he could hold off as well as he did. I thought he was going to stumble a bit harder, but a really close game, and definitely the early parts of each map it was very tight. But guys, we have got the other semi-final coming up very soon, so we're going to go to another quick break, and we'll see you back here for that game very soon.